All right, well, here we go with the Friday reading. What are they thinking and feeling? I don't know. I almost feel like I should, before I'm going to shuffle the deck. Okay, we don't usually do a theme energy for this reading, but randomly at the bottom is 9 cups, if that means anything to you. It's been coming up. It's been a card that's been coming up. I feel like I should say, rather than what are they thinking and feeling, I should phrase it more with the sound of what are they thinking? Right, like that, because I don't know. I just get some weird vibes today. We'll see where it goes. It could be good, it could be bad. Who knows? When I get weird vibes, I can't tell. Right? So what are they thinking? What are they thinking and feeling? All right. We're going to split the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. 1 card for each sign. I'll put the sign names, but I could just as easily put card names there. It doesn't really matter. You're all part of a cycle. We're all in the same room together. Right? If a Libra farts, a Cancer's going to smell it. Absolutely. They might react differently than a Leo reacts to it. That's fine. That's a different angle on the cycle. But everybody's stuck in the same room together in the soulmate cycle. We're all smelling the stink one way or another. All right, so let's see where we go. This one is it's got kind of a gym sock smell to it, this particular soulmate cycle. It is. It's musty. It's like, has anybody cleaned in here in a while? It's what you might say if you walked into the room I'm pulling these readings in, right? Because this is where we keep the old laundry. It's got a bit of that. Maybe that's why I think it smells that way. I don't know. But it just feels like it would smell that way, this particular cycle. Let's see where we go. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here. See, look, 8 swords underneath that one. That's 5 swords. See, I told you. What are they thinking? What the fuck, right? Anyway, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, where you found Steve Lovechair, we're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. These are the energies. Might have been probably future influence for you. They could just be setting up right now. I don't know. But we're trying to get a whiff of the air of what they're thinking, and it's a whole lot of it's almost like the 8 of swords with the 5 of swords would be somebody overthinking something and screwing themselves over, or if you got a super fuck wet for a person, for a runner, for a soulmate that's coming in here, somebody thinking really hard how they can fuck things up. I mean, it's almost like somebody's trying to fuck this up. That's what the energy feels like. I don't know. It's weird. Are you trying to mess this connection up? I have no idea. Let's see where we go. We don't clarify this reading tomorrow. We ask what actions they take based on this context. We do clarify that reading, as most of you know. All right, this text at the top of the description explains why there's no timestamps here. I already explained it with the fart smell crap. All right, so at the end of the day, right here, our story begins with slice number 1 of our 12-slice pie and ends with slice number 12. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate. Doesn't matter what your sign is. This ain't your horoscope, and I'm not your astrologer. All right, let's go. Most closely related to how can I possibly fuck this up? Let me think. What would be the best way to fuck this up? Right, what's here? Justice. Somebody wants to... See, this is how they fuck it up, though. You might be like, aha, Steve was wrong. No, I'm not. Look, herringbone gray background, herringbone gray background, herringbone gray background. I'm not wrong. I'm spot on. Justice, somebody wants to win. That's how they can fuck this up. Whenever we want to win, we fuck this up. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a situation, you've got to find compromise. Compromise is where, if you want to win, you will destroy relationships, right? You've already lost. It's just like in a fight situation, martial artsy kind of a thing. If you think you're going to win, you've already lost. You shouldn't think you're going to win or lose. You should go in and pay attention to what the other person's doing and do your best. If you win, great. If you lose, oh well, you know, maybe you learned something. I didn't know that move before. You know, that kind of a thing. Somebody here wants to win. Okay, that's what they're thinking about you. How? They're really thinking about it because they feel left out. How can I get back into Steve's viewer's life, right? But the way they're doing it, they're trying to look like a hero as they come in, for example. For example, just catch my drift. It's not the right way to go. No, they're terrible at strategy. Your person is not. Whoever this is, I don't know if it's your runner. I don't control what comes in here. But I will tell you, whoever this is not a super genius chess player, okay? And if they are, I bet they don't win much, okay? Because this is not smart. This is not what you do when you're in 5 Pentacles. All right. Anyway, okay. Taurus, position 2. Ace of Wands. Well, at least we get some color on the table now. Right. Somebody got it almost feels like a pop-off kind of. It almost does. It feels like somebody's hot for you right now. Okay. I don't know who this is, but they're very hot for you right now. They are. They might show up. They're very passionate. There's a passionate new beginning they'd like to have. Right? I mean, Wonder Dick chakra powers activate. Right? Shape of, I don't know, inside Steve's viewer. I don't know. Whatever the case, it's too early for me to be overly clever. So at the end of the day, here, somebody here is all of a sudden you're what they want. Okay? You're the one that they want. Woo, woo, woo. Right? There you go. Gemini, position 3. Hermit. It is not about you. Well, it is. It's because of you. Okay? We could say that. Somebody's soul is waking up. It's waking up. I'm drawn to the light. But it's sort of like, I know we're around the Scorpio full moon, and it's about inner work and the shadow work and things like that. It's a little of that. It's a bit like what I'm drawn to here, that their soul was asleep. And it's sort of like when you wake up in the middle of the night and you got to take a piss. You just sort of stumble out of bed, go do it, and then stumble back in, kind of a thing. That's what their soul is doing. Read it how you want to read it. Take it how you want to take it. I'm only drawn to the little lamp here. And in my mind's eye, I got somebody walking to the restroom in the middle, in the dark, just trying to get back. I think I think what this means, I'll do the lateral thinking for you, is somebody's having some really, really deep realizations, probably because of the Scorpio full moon energy. And I think they just would rather go back to sleep. Okay? Sort of like when you get up to take a piss. You just want to take the piss, and then all you can think about is getting back into bed and going back to fucking sleep, because that's where you were. You didn't want to get up in the first fucking place. Right? It's a bit of that. Cancer, position 4, the hot spot of the connection cycle. Always something here for everybody. It's always an all signs position. It bookends justice, which could be good or bad, because that's tied to 5 swords, 8 swords, and a 5 of pentacles. There is a lot of love here, though. Underneath all of this bullshit is the most love I can pull from the deck. It's a Queen of Cups. All of that and more, including that, is tied to this. So here we go. Yeah, you knew it had to be. If you thought for a minute this wasn't going to be major arcana, you should probably just stop trying to figure out what's next. I mean, this is totally always going to be major arcana. It's Chariot. It's Cancerian energy. It's a card that represents this soulmate cycle. For me, you all have somebody attached to you in some capacity, okay, that wants to get back on the soulmate cycle Chariot with you, okay? Why? Because it all boils down to this. The problem is, I'm out in the cold. How do I do this? How do I get back on? They're coming up with bad ideas. They're not a good idea person, okay? They're the kind of person where if they're the idea person at a company, the company goes out of business or files for bankruptcy many, 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 many times, okay? They're not a good idea person. It's just what it is as far as coming back to you. So they're all thinking about ideas of how to get back on the Chariot with you in the soulmate cycle. But they all want to win. They all want to look cool getting on the Chariot. Just catch my drift, right? I'm just phrasing it a certain way. They want to look cool. They don't want to stumble onto the Chariot. Oh, please let me get on the Chariot with you. I feel I'm left out. They don't want to cry in front of you, right? They all want to win. They want to feel like they did something great for themselves. They got justice. It's all a bit sabotaging. I felt it at the beginning of the reading. Okay, I mean, I did. And as soon as we got that, it backed it up. It is the kind of thing. All right. Jesus. Okay. Leo, position 5. So, yeah, you're already on the Chariot. You're cruising through the soulmate cycle. I know you are because you're here watching this reading, right? So they just want to get back on. They're just going about it wrong. Leo, the Leo soap opera, position 5, the Tower. There's chaos around this person. They're not thinking about you. There's something going on around this person right now. People are being assholes. People are being aggressive. There's fighting. There's arguing. Everything, it feels to them like their whole world is crashing down. I don't think it has anything to do with you. I don't get your energy here. I just think the people around, authority figures in this person's life are maybe being overly aggressive, putting too much pressure on them or something like that. Your person doesn't like it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Okay? Either way, it has nothing to do with you, but I would let this tower fall. I think this tower falling benefits you in this connection. That's all I'm going to say. But as soon as I threw that, I knew exactly what was going on. Because I get it. I get it. It's chaos around them in their life. Is it because of you? Or no, it's other people acting upon your person. So it's not really because of you. Okay? But I think it makes you look better to your person in this. Which is fine, but again, they are inclined often to stay in the toxin. Let's be honest, okay? They are inclined to stay in the toxin. Because it's safe. It's all they know. It's how they were raised. They were raised to believe that toxin was what you're supposed to have. We talk about it all the time in the Leo soap opera. I won't dwell on it. Virgo, position 6. Sometimes my wild card spot, sometimes you guys show up here. Never mind Virgo. I could just as easily say Volkswagen, okay? The people's car. Come on, it's the people's car, right? I could just as well say that. Let's see where we go. What's on top? What's here? I say what's on top. That's a Freudian slip, right? I say that when I clarify sometimes. It means it ties to this. What's on top? I'm about to throw something on top. Huh? See? The Freudian slip means something. They always do. I always try and look at that. I chuck the card and it flies at me. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a 9 of Pentacles and it fell just like that. I tried to pull it out of the deck, and it went shooting towards me. And then it landed just like that on my kind of knee-ish. So I'm going to put it down. It's a 9 of Pentacles. You're about to suddenly be... This is you guys showing up here, so pay attention, because it's for a majority of you. Greater than 85% of you watching. You're about to get rather suddenly liberated from something. It feels like you're about to get fired. I'm just going to say it. That's what it feels like. It feels like somebody sabotage. I feel like there's some sabotage that happened here. Or somebody's doing it now. You may pay attention. All right? If it's not for you, it's not for you. And it could be on a lower level. But I'm going to tell you exactly what this feels like. There's some shit going on behind the scenes at work, for example. Somebody's trying to get your job. Somebody wants you out. Somebody doesn't like you. We all know how office politics works. We all know that people sabotage you. They do whatever. You know, it is what it is. You know, somebody here, there's a sudden liberation from something. It could be a sudden breakup. Could be a sudden firing. It's certainly in the works at the very least. Somebody's trying to figure out how to come in from out of the cold. Take it how you want to take it. Now, you got a saboteur in the background on some level. All right? Take it how you want to take it. Feels to me like a firing. It's got pentacles tied to it. Feels to me like a job thing. Okay. It is what it is. Sorry, but it is what it is. You want me to tell you so that was the truth. Do you want me to give you the nice read? Because it's a 9 of Pentacles, isn't it? Right? Remember, it was sideways. That's not quite reversed, not quite upright. But anyway, let me give you the sugarcoat read in case you want it, in case you'd prefer it. Steve, I keep my head in the sand. Okay. All right, that's fine. You're like most people then. You just keep your head in the sand. That's perfectly fine. I got no problem with that. Okay, it's for you guys showing up here, right? You're about to have a big windfall. There's a windfall coming your way. There is. There's a windfall coming your way. Now, for that to be true, there would have to be cards at the bottom of this deck that indicated a windfall of some kind. You see a windfall here? No, I don't. But hey, if that's what you want, that's fine. It's really easy to read that as a windfall, right? Win the lottery. Suddenly the numbers come up, right? Quick. Here's your 6 numbers. Bam, all of a sudden you're financially independent. Sure, taking it out of context, you bet. What I just told you is bullshit. I got a context to work with here. All right. Libra, position 7. 8 of Wands, communication. Somebody's got something to say to you. But I feel like they hit you over the head with it. I feel like these are clubs coming at you. I feel like it's a lot of information coming at you. Somebody's got a lot to say. They don't know how. It feels like a dam backed up. They got a lot to say. And I think it all comes out at once, and I think it might confuse you. I think if I clarified that, I'd get like a 7 of Cups on it. Like, what the fuck's going on here? What? Sometimes if you say too much at once, it doesn't make any sense. It comes out as, gibberish. So I don't know. But communication, on its way. Somebody's definitely, all they're thinking about is what they're going to say to you. And the problem with that is, I believe, again, taking us back to context, they're shooting themselves in the foot by overthinking. When we over-rehearse, that's why I say don't rehearse before a job interview. Just get the basic idea and go in. When we over-rehearse, we end up shooting ourselves in the foot because we, say too much, or it all comes out. It comes out jumbled up, garbled up, etc. So I think that's what you're going to get, an over-rehearsed speech from somebody. Okay, take it how you want to take it. Heads up, right? Scorpio, my hot Scorpios. Position 8. 9 of Wands. Somebody feels like you're stuck up. This is a haughty kind of an energy a little bit. This is a hard to reach. You're hard to reach. You're hard to get a hold of. Sort of like, people get mad sometimes, like on like Twitter. Well, I still call it Twitter. I know Darth Vader bought it and now it's X, but I still call it Twitter. Like on Twitter, you message a celebrity and they don't write you back. Kind of a thing like that. People get mad. They're a brand. They're never going to do that because it's too risky. Okay, their PR people, their agents tell them do not respond. Unless it's something silly, that's fine. Or if they ask a question like, how do I fix my phone? Does anybody know? That's different. But somebody's reacting that way to you. You didn't do anything wrong. Somebody feels like you're ignoring them, you're stuck up or whatever. It has that kind of feel to it. That's why I'm mentioning it. Okay? I think the other person on the other side is in the wrong. I don't think you've done anything wrong. I don't think you're trying to be hard to reach. I actually just think you don't know they've left you a message or they're trying to get a hold of you, or you just feel like it's a bad idea to contact. Either way, you're in the right. So don't worry about it. All right? We'll see what actions they're going to take tomorrow. I suspect it ties to this in some way. Okay? I suspect you're going to get an earful from whoever this is. All right? And I don't want you to think you did anything wrong. You didn't. It's fine. All right? The energy on the other side feels a little erratic to me. It feels a little kooky, so I don't know that I'd blame you. All right? Let's go. Moving out of the way. Everybody moves out of the way when Sagittarius enters the room. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Sagittarius, position 9. Sometimes separate from the cycle, sometimes part of it. Always interesting. Wow, what a monthly reading you had. I'm going to reiterate something on the Sagittarius monthly reading. As the title says, I would bookmark it. There's a very strong indication, I feel, that is future influence. That kind of shit happens all the time. Okay? And it's even kind of shown up here a little bit in what I talked about here. Kinda. Right? So, keep that in mind. Somebody feels like entitled. There's nothing like entitlement, It should have been me. That kind of energy. I don't like that. No, if it was supposed to be you, it would have been you. How about that, right? 7 Swords. I knew you weren't. Did you think you were going to? Look at me putting the cards down to get ready to clarify. I don't clarify in this reading. Fuck. That is a lot of energy. It's a mild devil energy. So somebody thinks you're an asshole. You've got somebody attached. It's your monthly reading rolled up in one card. Why do you think I was talking about it before I even threw that? You think I was going to throw the sun? Is that what you thought? Come on, you're not that stupid. You're a Sagittarius probably, or you got some in your chart. I tell people your sign doesn't matter, but people don't listen. So you're probably a Sagittarius, right? A good number of you. My father was a Sagittarius. He was a lot of things, but stupid was not one of them. Okay? Somebody thinks you're an asshole. You got somebody attached, and they're really fucking focused on it. And again, I'm drawn to the herringbone background, justice. They want to win, right? and they're thinking up all kinds of ways to come in from out of the cold. They feel like what you got, they deserve. It's your monthly reading. Just watch it, okay? Watch it. I do think you're going to get an earful from this person. Again, my eye goes whoop, right here. All right. All right. Capricorn, position 10. Always better than popcorn, as I said. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. It's tied to this, too. A little bit. It's drawn, but I got the herringbone background. The herringbone background. The herringbone gray. The herringbone gray. The herringbone... fuck me. Everybody's got somebody attached to them that wants to win, wants to say something that changes everything. Somebody, I feel like you had the edge, you had the last word, let's say. You had the last word in something. This is somebody showing back up, and I'll tell you why I said that. This is somebody showing back up with the, yeah, well, comment. You know what I'm saying? Where it's been a while, right? You say something to them, and then you think you've won the thing, you put it to rest, that's it. There's nothing else that can be said, and somebody turns around and goes, yeah, well, and then they say something usually idiotic, but believable if you're a complete moron. I mean, I don't know. It's just somebody here is just going to lie, maybe, to try to get the edge up on you. That's possible. I've got a 7 of Swords tied to it. I got a 5 of Swords tied to it. I got an 8 of Swords tied to it. I got Justice. They want to come back and win. I don't know. We'll see what actions they take tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a fun reading. I'm gonna drink an extra cup of coffee for that one, and an extra slice of bacon. That said, I don't know. Somebody's probably going to come in and bullshit you because you had the upper hand, and they want to come back and get it, and they're going to make something up if they have to, right? People do this all the time. People do it all the time, right? The little lie that they don't think is going to matter. Your friend is getting married. They're all excited about it. They're talking about their wedding. And then you chime in with, I'm getting married too pretty soon, right? You don't even have a fucking relationship going, but you just chime in with it. No, it's that kind of thing. It is. It's laughable on some level. All right. Aquarius, position 11. Sometimes my other wild card spot. It might be more about the firing here. I don't know. 2 of Cups. It's not. It's not you. This is your message, right here. What I talked about here, and don't take the sugar-coated one because that was bullshit. Okay. I did that to be cheeky. That's all. 2 soulmates coming together. I mean, I think you and somebody. I feel like you and somebody else realize you like each other at the same time. I think, and as I say that, it feels weird because I've got both of you I've got 2 energies both happening at the same time. So I think in sort of a spooky interaction at a distance, you have a soul activation with somebody you haven't met yet. And this person is thinking about you in the sense that they've dreamt you up. So somebody is dreaming about someone who is you. And it will eventually, or should eventually, lead to 2 soulmates coming together or crossing paths. It's interesting. It's a very strange energy. There's a lot of hocus pocus to it. And you know I don't like the hocus pocus because it ruins my credibility, right? But it's here. It's a tarot reading. I mean, let's get real. It's not like I'm running a science channel here. So I do get a lot of science in on it. But, Anyway, there you go. All right. It is what it is. I mentioned some science thing on an extended. I mentioned somebody. I talked about how everything in science is everything, even the smallest little thing. It's like top secret. It's like whatever because proprietary. It's just the way the industry works. I talked about somebody mixing HCl, hydrochloric acid, and phenol red down in a corner office, and even that is like top secret whatever, which drives the conspiracy people crazy. But there's really nothing to it. It's just it's just they're more paranoid than the conspiracy people, basically. That's all. And somebody asked me, whoa, is that a real thing? What happens when you mix hydrochloric acid and phenol red? Okay, well, I'll just tell you, it turns yellow. It turns phenol red yellow, the acid reaction, that's all. Yeah, it is actually a real thing. I didn't make up a science experiment. Anyway, Pisces, position 12. Always red with 1 and 5. I don't know why 5 yet, but so far I got Justice in a Tower for you. And a whole lot of bullshit at the bottom. This is the end of our story. It's one of the corners. The corners are very important. They're for the most people, technically. Okay, with the exception being of the wild card spots, right, which is either here or here. That said, pay attention. You don't have to be a Pisces, but it's a very important energy. It's a water sign based themed cycle. So, yeah, I knew it was going to be major arcana. I knew it was going to be big. I didn't take a peek, but I knew it was going to be big. It's Leo energy, so it's mostly tied to over here, the Tower. Somebody's life, somebody attached to you. Here's Lion holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups coming towards you. I've got a very passionate person, someone who realized, I love Steve's viewer. I think that's going to cause a domino effect in their life. I think right now they're realizing that they love you on a high level. I don't know if this is a runner or somebody new. I can't tell. But whatever it is, right now they're realizing that they love you. And it will, in the end, as it keeps going, cause a cascade effect in their life. Cause them maybe a divorce, even with justice here. They might, and they might come towards you. Okay? But that's down the road. Right now, it's the realization that they love you. There's a lot of passion. And they're just putting the rose in their mouth. Right? I say that's one of the roses from the Two of Cups. These are the roses in the Two of Cups right here. I know it's white, but anyway. That's just how they drew the card. Anyway. Let's have the universe add all this up. Let's grab the witches. 3 cards and a bottom card. Add it up. All right. So, wow. All right. You even got a little science lesson out of it. If you want to turn phenol red, yellow, add hydrochloric acid to it. There you go. There you go. All right, here we go. Make your own decisions. Don't do any stupid science experiments. And if you're messing with high-powered acid like HCl, for God's sake, wear some gloves, wear some protection. All right? Wear goggles. Don't be stupid. Yeah, I have to say that. It's amazing. It's the same reason you have to say at the beginning. They always say at the beginning of hypnosis videos, don't operate machinery while listening to this video. I'm sorry. If you're so shit stupid that you would operate heavy machinery or drive a car while listening to a hypnosis video, you need a lot more help than what the hypnosis video is likely to provide you. Okay? I'm just going to, let's just lay our cards on the table, so to speak, on that one. Anyway, let's see where we go here. 3 cards and a bottom card. Let's see where we're at. Took a hypnosis video on quitting smoking while I was driving a car. Oh, great. Really great. Why? The smoking wasn't killing you fast enough? I mean, you wanted to hit a telephone pole? Good for you. Right. Knight of Wands. It was there when I picked it up. He came back. All right, bottom of the deck. That's crossing the center card I'm going to pull. All right. 9 cups. 4 cups. 3 swords. Holy shit. Well, this sums up the whole reading, doesn't it? What's under the Knight of Cups just for fun? And frustration. The Two of Pentacles. And what do I do? What do I do? Right? We talked about it over here. That Two of Pentacles is akin to that. Overthinking, round and round and round and round, and the heat builds up. I love the depiction in the witches of the heat building up and the frustration that comes with it. And the, oh my God. I'm going to paraphrase it. The universe is just basically saying, the energy as it sums all of this up is just basically telling you, a dam is about to break, essentially. From a period of what seems like boring, nothing's going to happen, just another fucking tarot reading, whatever, yeah, they're going to whatever. I'm telling you right now, some shit's about to happen. What's happening within the energy, it's everything I talked about in this reading, all the stuff they're doing, all the ways they're going to figure out how to sabotage themselves, how to win, all the bullshit, all of it. It is setting up an energy where somebody has no choice. The Three of Swords is one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle, and I've been telling you that since I got here. The other one is the Five of Cups, and this is the main one in my experience. The energies are setting up with what they're thinking and feeling and how they're, everything we talked about here, for just an impulsive, quick action to happen. Somebody shows up. Why? Because of this. And they don't know how to deal with this. And it's probably because of the amount of passion that they feel. There's a lot of it. Again, they want to get back on the chariot with you. Right? Right now, the energy is building. And the more they plan, the more they think about it, the more it builds and builds and builds. And it can't really be held back. This needs to be dealt with, and they know that. Whatever it is, it varies for all of you. So let the energies play. It's what I said. I said it somewhere in here. I said, let this play out. Just let it do what it's doing. It's fine. It's just let them eat cake. Let them just do whatever. Okay, whatever all this is. Underneath it all is a great deal of love. That's the most love I can pull from the deck. Underneath that is a Queen of Swords. They know that that's true. And underneath that, if you want to verify the whole reading in a feedback loop, is 3 swords, 3 swords. So again, more information on the 3 swords. Yeah, they know it's true that that's there. It's becoming difficult for them. I can feel this in the what are they thinking and feeling energy. It's becoming difficult for them not to admit it, right? It's getting harder and harder for him to sit there and not admit that he likes her, all right? He's running out of things to say about frogs, all right? Let's just put it that way. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.